Hello everyone, happy Veda day 8. I am officially pooped from Veda and I do not understand how people vlog daily. I have work, I have school. If I'm not doing one of those things, I'm sitting watching TV or I'm sleeping. Like, I do not understand how people vlog every day, but here I am, back for the 8th day in a row. So today, I was going to talk about my favorite shift, but then I ended up talking about all of the favorite shifts that I worked, which really weren't favorite shifts. It was more so working every holiday at Disney. So we're gonna talk about that. So I worked the fall program of 2016 in Disney in Theater District of Hollywood Studios. That meant I did Tatooine Traders, Stage 1, which is the Muppet store, the Frozen Indiana Jones Hub Cart Loop, which was literally the Frozen store by the Frozen sing-along, Indiana Jones cart by the Jedi Training, the Indiana Jones store on the other side where you sign up for Jedi Training, and then the glow cart for the fireworks and the lightsaber cart for Jedi Training. I worked in the fall, which means I was there for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. And I worked on Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Now I have a series of what other stores I ended up picking up on. I didn't finish the series. I'm sorry. If you guys want me to finish the series, please comment down below. I worked at different places like World of Disney and Mouse Gear, Fantasmic, the Epcot Pin Station, the Galactic store for Star Wars in Disney Springs. You guys get the idea. So if you guys want me to finish that series, please leave me a comment down below and I will. Let's start with, I was fortunate enough, I was on the last program that we got to give away shifts. So now we can't do that on the college program. We have to trade shifts. We're gonna push through by manager, but I don't know how that works, so please don't shoot the messenger. Halloween, I was working Big Top Souvenirs in Magic Kingdom, and that is the giant store by Dumbo. And I liked working there. I worked there probably a total of 5 or 6 times just in the Halloween season. I think I worked there like once a week. I really loved it. The costume was super comfy. It was a yellow button-down shirt with a red vest and red pants. Those pants were like pajama pants. Oh, I loved them. I think I actually slept in them one time and I did put them in the wash and then return them back to costuming. So don't, you know. I was behind the pin cart, the pin line actually. And the first day that I worked there, which was way earlier in the Halloween season, I just like, oh hey, like here's the pins that we're selling today. And then all the rest of the times I was on register. So it was a lot of fun. We got to see a lot of different people in their costumes and we got to give out a lot of like best costume awards and such like that. So that was my Halloween shift. Thanksgiving, I was working the glow shift at Hollywood Studios for the fireworks. Now, here is a picture of me on Thanksgiving. My friend Laura, who I've been friends with since like the 1st grade, she texted me and she was like, hey, are you working? Like, where are you working on Thanksgiving? We're gonna come down and celebrate. And I was like, I'll be working at Hollywood Studios, come find me. So she did, and here's the picture. So this shift was the glow cart shift or whatever. And we had 2 glow carts and 2 people walking around with lights on them. So that particular day, I was a walker, which meant I was strewn with lights. Lights here, lights here, lights here, lights around my belt area, and lights around my ankles. And I wore ears, and I had a couple of ears in my apron to sell as well. I normally didn't sell a lot of lights like that, but it was super fun to just literally like, those shifts were like 4 hours and I would get 20,000 steps in 4 hours because I would walk around Muppet Courtyard and ABC Commissary and Echo Lake and the hub area and just literally keep circling and circling and circling for 4 hours. Oh my god, it was ridiculous. And I would get people like, oh my god, you look so cute, can I get a picture with you? And I was like, sure, I'm not entertainment, but totally you can get a picture with me, because that's totally what I'm here for. I'm like divine, like blending in with all the trees and everything. So that was Thanksgiving. Christmas Eve, I was the low cart, and I don't really remember what Christmas Eve, although I did really well on having a good amount of sales on the low cart and having a great time. How's that? Christmas, I was Tatooine Traders, and I kid you not, I had Christmas week, I worked like 50, 60 hours, and I was like, literally just give me hours, because A, it's gonna be too crowded to go to the parks, and B, I'm not gonna go anywhere because it's too crowded and it's Christmas, so I'm gonna stay in my apartment, and I do not wanna stay in my apartment, so please give me shifts. So I worked, I think like 12-hour days, like 6 days in a row or something like that. So Christmas specifically, I was in Tattooing Traders, and I was on stroller duty for 4 hours. Maybe it was 3, but literally like 3 hours. I was standing in one spot, and it might have not been 3 hours, but it definitely seemed like it. It seemed like I was there for an extensive amount of time until I said something, and I was like, hey, like, am I gonna get bumped for a break soon? And then I got bumped for a break, and then I came back from break, and I was going back to strollers, and I went to one of my coordinators, and I was like, listen, I was just on strollers for the first half of my shift. Please put someone else there. If any of you have ever been in Tattooing Traders, it is the size of like a closet. It is so small. There is a giant rack of stuff right in the middle of the store, so you have the exit of the ride flowing towards the exit, and you have people coming in from the entrance, and it is chaos. And stroller duty was me standing outside with a lightsaber saying, excuse me ma'am, unfortunately you can't bring your stroller in here because our store's filled to capacity with the ride dump, so if you guys could park your stroller right over there in stroller parking, it'd be much appreciated. I'm filming a video! Where was I? Christmas. So I also remember Christmas because I had Dominic and Taylor come visiting me. They were like, hi, and I was like, hey, and then Dominic actually picked up his shift to work pack at studios that day, so he got to roam around for a little bit, and he came and stood next to me for a couple minutes, and I was like, listen, like, our area manager is walking around, like, you gotta leave, like, you gotta go back to where you are. As much as I love your company, you have to go back to where you were. Which brings us to New Year's Eve, which New Year's Eve was my favorite shift to work. We had so much stuff. Okay, so I was glow cart, and when I worked the glow shifts, I preferred to be on the glow cart because I had more stuff to work with, and I didn't have to walk around and around and around and around and around. And I still like walked around with the glow cart, but I feel like I had more fun on the glow cart because I had more people approaching me, and I got to hold like everything and just dance around to everything with the glow cart. So I started, let's see, maybe like 6, 7 o'clock ish, maybe, I don't really remember. And I was right smack dab in the hub area of Hollywood Studios. You had the stage, and then you had me, and then you had the 2 towers for the projections or whatever. So I was right there smack dab in the middle. Now, maybe it was 8 o'clock, maybe, came, and we had a dance party. So we had people who are entertainment, I'm assuming, hosted a dance party. So they came on the stage, we had a DJ and everything, and slowly, every 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back from going right smack dab in the center to having I remember it was 9 o'clock because that's when I got bumped for my break, was when Jingle Bell Jingle Band was going off, and that was the last time it was going off, and I was so excited to see it one last time, and I got bumped for my break, and I was so mad. So at that point in time, I was right by the Hollywood Studios arch, where the other cart is, the stationary cart, over by Voyage of the Little Mermaid. Like, I got pushed so far out, it was ridiculous. And I had like tape lines, because they put tape lines out for like walkway reasons, and I couldn't be on those tape lines, so I had to be inside those tape lines, so I literally kept getting pushed back and back and back. It was hilarious. So we had, you know, all the lightsabers and the swords and everything, and a lot of people liked the glowy necklaces. They were like $8 or whatever. Maybe 10 or 6 or 7. I literally have no idea. So, and then we had 2017 necklaces. So it was one of those necklaces that had the blinking lights, and then it had like a medallion or whatever that was plastic, and it said 2017, and it lit up, and people thought it was the coolest thing, so people bought all of them. And when I was done with my like 50 that I sold on my glow cart, like 50 of them ish, they wouldn't restock my glow cart at all because they wanted them all for the walkers, because there was 2 walkers, and that's all that they could sell was the the necklaces. So after they went with the necklaces, they had to get like the rings and like different stuff that they could keep on them, and they had to keep walking because they couldn't go home. It was just so funny. But I actually broke the record on New Year's Eve for selling the most amount on the glow cart. I don't know if it was in the season or at all, I don't know, but it was like, I sold like $3,400 worth of stuff on the glow cart, and that's a lot. That is a lot. Like normally I think I sold like maybe like $800 to $1,200, maybe ish, if it was a good day. And like New Year's Eve, I distinctly remember like it was around $3,400, and I was like, wow, that is so much. And of course we don't get commission off that at all because no, we weren't allowed to accept tips or anything because it is also Disney, so I only got paid my $10 an hour rate with no extra tipping because, again, it's Disney, and that's just not the Disney way, and I don't know. So, before any of you ask, that's why. But, yeah, so I also got a 4 keys card from one of our managers for doing so well in the glow cart, so that was super fun, and that's why New Year's was one of my favorite shifts to work. And midnight Star Wars fireworks went off, and it was 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like, it's nuts. I loved merchandise, and I loved every minute of it. And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm kind of afraid for attractions, like because I had so much fun on my first program working merchandise, and I was having the time of my life, and I was in the area that I loved and around people I loved, and like I didn't have that many rude people to me at all. I had no one telling me that I ruined their vacation at all. Like I'm afraid of attractions, to be completely honest, because like you're gonna tell a kid that he's 2 inches too short for a ride, and the parents are gonna be like, you ruined our son's vacation, how do you feel? I'm sorry lady, like it's for your child's safety. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of terrified, but I am really excited. Here's to hoping that I get a great attractions. I hope this was interesting to listen to, and if not, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for watching another day of Veda. I will be back tomorrow with another video. Yay! I'm totally kidding. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, like I'm worn out, but I'm really excited to do Veda, and I'm super like stoked that I'm actually doing Veda. So, Veda, whatever. So, I will see you guys tomorrow, and thanks again for watching. Bye!